Tray?
Yeah, you can steal my dice tray. I'm going live right now, so hopefully people will be able to hear things. Nicholas, you're supposed to check and see if the audio is working.
Hold on a second.
Ugh. Ugh. It says I'm live streaming, so at least it's running. As for the audio, we can hope for the best.
Checking.
And if you hear the music and me talking, that's probably a good indicator.
Let me reload real quick.
Right. Sorry, I just want to make sure I fix the setting, guys, before we start.
Oh, it's all good. I hope people are having a good week.
It just started, so... Whew. Nicholas?
Alright, sounds good.
Okay. Alright. So, welcome everybody back to D&D, The Souls of Stormspire. Last time was a big fight. Basically took up all of our time. During that fight, some strange things happened to almost all of you. And towards the end of the fight, Lucian kind of went into a frenzied rage and almost hurt Lythra before being stopped by his own robotic arm. As the tension subsided, a spirit entered further north in the crypt and was frightened by seeing all of you, and turned and closed the door behind him. Why it opened the door, we will never know. It is a spirit, but it uses doors. So, I know some of you started charging forward very quickly. I'm going to activate the dungeon. So I know some of you started moving forward very quickly. I'd like to just kind of start from the people farthest away from the next room and work our way down. So Zasha, you basically informed your buddies to help just organize the corpses. So they're in the process of doing that. I have all of them like sorted like this just for simplicity, but they're in the process of hauling zombies and skeletons around. What are you doing?
So my thing is still loading. So I can't see anything.
I think we're all still loading.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
It just takes a second, that's all.
I preloaded the scene too. What the heck?
It still takes a few.
Right. I'm getting way too excited.
As far as I can remember, I believe my guys, they were taking care of things, cleaning up, and I think Zasha was just still kind of a little nervous because she was worried about all of her little friends getting hurt and everything, and she wants to make sure everyone's okay. So she's kind of checking them over, making sure the room itself is safe, and making sure that nothing else is coming after us in this room. And also kind of looting the bodies and making sure that there's nothing, no stone left unturned in this room.
Alright. We will do some rolls for that, but I just want to get a sense of everyone's urgency. Lucian, what are you doing?
That's a great question that I don't remember. Let's see. Think he was done. Think he had finally gotten his shit together, so... Sorry, I'm also the only one that can't see dark, so there's just like random splotches of darkness in this room.
Sorry, it is...
So.
You have your flashlight, right?
You don't hear anything.
I think it's off currently.
Oh, do you want to turn on your
because
light?
it's a new session. It probably was on, but I also can see that someone is at the very end of the room, so I probably would see that and start going that way.
Oh, your light is on. It's just a very small light.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just too far from it. So I'll probably start heading to where everyone was running.
Alright. With urgency or more slowly, cautiously?
Let's go somewhere in the middle.
Alright.
Probably.
Nyssara, what are you doing?
Trying to catch up to those that ran ahead.
Alright. With a quick pace or a cautious pace?
Pretty quick.
Alright.
But, Ranger, always cautious.
Alright. Amraphel, what are you doing?
I had totally gotten completely sidetracked by this little crypt right here. But as everyone continues to clang past, I'll shake myself awake and keep moving in the direction of the ghosty ghost.
Alright. With a fast-paced or a cautious pace?
Is there an in-between? Is there a normal pace?
Yeah, there's a normal pace.
I think
Lucian's kind of doing a normal pace.
He absolutely understands urgency. He is, however, too practical to rush in a dungeon, so we're going to go with normal pace.
Alright. And then Lythra, the one leading the charge. As you run forward, you notice a almost like still fleshy body to your left as you're running. And you notice that the blood is still wet and red. You also notice a bunch of soot in the middle of the hall that you are approaching.
Right, I believe when we left off, I stopped just sort of the soot, perceiving that it is certainly a trap based on pretty much the same thing that we saw in a different door. So I am anxious to move forward, but waiting for someone who might be able to disarm this, or otherwise. I guess I'm wondering if I can jump over it, but
You can try.
If Baldur's Gate 3 is any indication, I can do this easily, but this would be a very funny way to die, so I am going to go for it. Yeah, I'd like to jump towards, like, as close to the door as I can.
Alright, so, like, this square?
Yeah.
Alright, roll me an athletics check to jump and not, slip and fall. Yeah!
You jump through the
I
ceiling.
think I actually break through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man.
You
into the
jump
other
and,
room, yeah.
burst the door open. No, you make it across just fine. And as your feet hit the ground, you kind of look around, worried, trying to see if you hear a click, but nothing happens.
Love it. Very cool. I'm going to call out to people and be like, hey, this is a trap right in front of me. Look at the center of this sooty body. But I'm not going to open the door until other people get closer for obvious reasons.
Alright. Those of you that are following can feel free to move your characters. Zasha, roll me a investigation check for, searching not only the room, but the bodies.
Okie dokie. 14.
Alright. In the general vicinity of where you are, you don't notice any moving undead or moving dead things. So it seems like the danger in this room, at least, has been subsided. From the dead bodies, my roll. You're able to extract 3 common arcane essences from the undead bodies that you guys have killed.
Awesome.
And that is what you find with your investigation check.
Okay. I will slowly, cautiously start making my way towards the rest of the group.
Perfect. Nyssara, you were saying something? Or you
I don't
made, you
remember
made a
anymore.
noise.
Oh, I need healing. Is before we go on too much further is what I was trying to say. I need healing.
I do too.
Yeah. But if we're running ahead, I'll just stay a little further behind. Yeah, no.
Raph, what's our healing situation right now in terms of resources?
I have 1 spell.
All
What?
right, I have 8 lay on hands points, so why don't I do a little top up with those? But I want to keep a couple for reviving purposes.
Alright, yeah.
I mean, if we want, I think I have the least amount of damage currently. I can be in the front to eat whatever potential shit we get.
I mean, you should probably be in the front anyways.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
you and me.
where were you jumping from?
Well,
I think by this point I'll be asking, like, where am I supposed to not be?
These 2 squares that are behind me, I believe those are the bad ones because I was standing in by the little feeties before, and that was fine.
The
So
little feeties.
Okay, well, I guess maybe it's my turn to try jumping over there.
Yeah, roll me that athletics check. It's a very small
Alright.
jump, so this is really just to see if you fall.
That's
for some
never
reason.
stopped a nat 1 before.
I'll totally beef it if you land on the trap too, so that'll be funny.
Yeah, it's a small jump. You're able to leap across.
Do we have a turn order going, or is this free action?
This is currently free action. You guys are free to wander. You guys are free to interact. Just let me know what you're doing, and I'll describe things as you progress.
Alright. Do
I
I
guess
see an
we're-
obvious trigger or a way to disarm the trap so it's not a problem if we have to run?
Roll me an investigation check.
I would love to guidance that if possible.
I mean, you'd be better for the investigation check, but sure, I'll take a guidance.
Or is it?
Yeah, I don't see shit.
You unfortunately don't see. You notice that there are some pressure plates around where the sooty body in mark is. But you do not notice where you can potentially stick your thieves' tools to start disabling those pressure plates.
Yeah. Maybe I could use some pinions to keep them up, but I'm more likely to set them off than stop them, so better if we just jump over them.
Alright.
Alrighty.
In order to jump over, the door might need to be opened. Do you guys
we're
open the
gonna
door?
open that door. I'm opening that door.
Alright. Lythra, you open the door to reveal a more of the hallway. There isn't anything remarkable in the hallway, but you do notice that from the residual light that there might be some branches starting from the hall.
Interesting. I'm gonna make room. Go in here. I'll do one more just so people can get in the door.
Yeah, like we'd have to be at least here.
As you guys jump over, just roll me an athletics check just to see if you eat shit. Yep, you're good. You're also good.
Hallelujah.
Zasha, you're back flipping over this.
So she's jumping from there.
Love us burning these nat 20s on the fucking jump.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's great. Oh, why is my,
Zasha doesn't slow down. She just wall runs over the pressure plates.
Interesting. Alright, well.
I've told my little buddies to stay back and keep an eye out in the event that something appears behind us.
Alright.
They know to come when called.
I'm gonna have to change my camera view because I think it's taking those boys as things it wants to keep track of.
Oh.
Alright, so as you guys start moving forward, you do notice that this straight hallway branches off to a left and right corridor. The right corridor has some light from a sconce coming off of it. The left corridor does not.
Before anything, now that everyone is over the jump, I will dole out some lay on hands points.
Oh,
Looks like Zasha is a little worse off between the two of you. Isn't
Yeah.
that
I'm
gonna be
in
much?
pain.
Zasha, you get 3 points of healing. Nyssara, you get 2.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Was that left doesn't have a lit sconce, right does?
left does not have a lit sconce, right does. And straight ahead of you is a big metal door.
Okay. I guess.
Is there a way we want to start? And is there an order we want to go in?
We should probably just start with, like,
light.
revealing the hallways.
Yeah.
I can't see shit from back here.
Okay.
Are there
well-
any animals down here?
Oh, okay. Well, the hallways. I take the step forward and peek around, and oop, didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, you
And, yeah, there's
you
just a
notice
lit
that-
sconce and a dark sconce.
yeah. You notice that the hallways are a little narrower than the hall that you're currently in. So you guys would probably have to shuffle single file down these halls. You also notice at the end of the left hallway there's a lot of spider webs covering the door, which looks a bit a combination of gray and brown and red.
The spider webs or the door?
The door.
Huh.
The spider webs are just spider webs.
Are there spiders on the spider webs?
You can go forward and check it out.
Zasha wants to go talk to some spiders.
Oh, right. You can talk to them.
Is that to the left or to the right?
As you walk forward, you can see the spider webs. There's a lot of spider webs there.
Oh, cool. Zasha's gonna start conversing with the spiders, asking what's behind the door, if they've ever gone there, what their daily routine is like.
Hi there, pretty lady. What's your name?
My name is Zasha. It's so lovely to meet you. Are you having a fantastic day?
I think so. I caught
Oh.
4 bugs today.
Oh, I hope they were so delicious. Do you think you could tell us what's behind that big door that you're covering with your lovely homes?
Ooh, I haven't been back there because my uncle told me that there's some scary stuff back there. There's a bunch of weird lights and there's weird coffins and it's really dark. I can see in the dark, but it's still really dark and it's still a little scary.
Did he mention any kind of scary crystals or rocks around the coffins?
I don't know. I don't know if you noticed any rocks.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for all that information. I really appreciate it.
No
I
problem.
hope you catch so many bugs.
Me too. By the way, if you want to go through, just crawl under. I'll make sure that it doesn't disrupt my web.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening and day, and I will let you know if we're gonna come under your webs here. They are fantastically beautiful.
Oh, thank you
And
so
Zasha-
much.
Sasha's gonna turn around and kind of relay that conversation to the group.
Oh my god.
Amazing. I will say, Lythra came in here with purpose. So while that was happening, she's going to go to the door at the end and peek through it.
Which end? Right end or front?
I believe the one dead ahead of us.
Right. I'm just moving away for logistics.
Yeah, Lythra, as you step forward, when you make your way into the fork, the center of all of the halls, you hear a whisper at your left shoulder. And you hear a childlike voice say, "This way! Save us!"
And that's where Zasha was?
Yes.
Excuse me. Right. Zasha, is your spider friend going to have a problem if I go through that door? Because I am going through that door.
Oh, sure. I think all you have to do is just make sure you duck under the cobwebs, the spider webs, just to make sure that you don't destroy their home, because they have been working on it for a while, and it's how they get their sustenance on a daily basis. And I turn to my little spider friend and explain that we're probably going to be traveling under their house.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna climb up on the ceiling just in case you guys accidentally bump some of my webs. But it's okay. Just don't destroy the whole thing. It takes me a long time to make it.
Total fair. I'll see if I can find any yummy bugs for you too when we're in that room. We'll be back in a bit.
You're the best!
It scuttles up to the ceiling.
So I am ducking under, but pretty much as soon as I heard Zasha say, duck under, I'm going. I'm not like, this is high priority for me. So I go forward, and I would like to try to open the door.
All right. So I'm not gonna say that you going in there ruins all the webs, because that would make one little tiny spider very sad. But as you get close to that door and you're kind of crawling under to make sure you're not disturbing anything, you do notice that the door is a little bit rusty and a little bit stuck shut. Doesn't seem to be locked, but it seems like you need a good push to get it open.
Good thing I got tons of strength, and I'm just gonna look back to Amraphel and be, hey bud, can I get a lift with this?
Yes? Would you rather have Lucian?
Oh, babe, I mean the mental variety. Do your magic shit.
Oh, coming. Zasha, can you switch with me?
Oh, sure. Sorry about that.
Alright, I will guidance Lythra.
Alright, I'm gonna try to... I give you a nice little smile when you do that. Thank you. And then I'm gonna try to bust through this motherfucker.
Alright, roll me an, I guess it would be an athletics check to, hit the door open.
And 1d4?
Yeah, it is 1d4. Yeah.
Ow. Yeah. So you're able to definitely knock that door open. And as the door opens, you feel kind of a gush of cold air hit your face. You You see that the hall is pitch dark. The sconces there are all unlit along the hall. And the air somehow feels a little different from the rest of the crypt as you make your way inside.
As she's busting the door down, Amraphel's gonna lean back to the other three and say, "Can you guys let Lucian up front?"
Yep. I will
Sure thing.
stand out of the way.
You guys can rearrange as you need.
Actually, I'll go in the back.
Hey Lucian, you still got that torch I gave you earlier, bud?
It's lit, right? Like,
It should be
shit,
lit
yeah.
right now, yes.
Yep.
Oh, it's so lit.
It's very dim, though. That's the only
Fucking
reason why
real.
it's hard
No,
to...
yeah. No, the best.
Real.
Alright. Great. In that case, is that an effect that can be toggled on? Because I feel like it would be casting light in front of me, wouldn't it?
The door's closed, though.
I believe the range is extremely small.
The door's closed.
It is a 5-foot bright light range and a 10-foot dim light range.
I'm
It's a
just
very tiny light.
It's an I can see things that are in front of me if it's dark.
Lythra,
Like directly in front of me.
as you cross the threshold, you hear a small voice in the back of your mind, and it is not the same voice that you heard leading you towards this hall. You just hear a voice that says, "I cannot protect you in here."
Is it a voice that I remember from any of the previous visions that I've had?
No.
Sick.
I didn't think
Alright.
about that for a second.
I'm just gonna glance over my shoulder again. Everyone, we need to take care, and I need you all with me. Let's move cautiously, please.
As you make your
Edging
way
forward.
Yeah, as you make your way forward, you notice that there's a small stairway, like kind of like one of those half stairs or quarter stairs, leading to another door. And it looks like further down the hall, there's another wraparound. So there's another hall further down the way.
Alright, I'm going dungeon crawling style. We're gonna check the far away first. So keep moving.
Alright.
Alright, we got 2 doors. Okay. I'm gonna test this door first. I'm gonna try to open it.
Yeah, feel free to try to open it. Alright. You open it to reveal another set of quarter stairs and a dark room starting to open up. From what you can see at this angle, you see what looks to be a sarcophagus of a material different from the ones that you've seen previously, but it's hard to make out at this current angle.
Well, that's unsettling. Okay. Still silently. That was out of character. I'm keeping very quiet at this point. I'm going to keep approaching, and I'm going to look out for anything I might see as I enter this room.
All right. So as you fully enter the room, you notice that there are 3 sarcophagi. All a distinctly different color, like I said, than those of the catacombs. It seems to be like a black marble, somewhat. The 2 in the corners are nearly identical in style, while the one in the center has phases of the moon carved on top of it. And there is a plaque that sits at the center of the room, in front of that center sarcophagi. Otherwise, there's no movement in the room that you notice as you enter.
Good news is that this is the same room, and we didn't miss a room, so I love that. But I would like to go read the plaque, not touch anything.
As you go to look at the plaque, you're unable to make out the numbers that are written on there. It's numbers of a different language than you are familiar with.
I'm gonna quietly motion for others to come in here. I still don't want to talk very loudly or anything yet, but I'd like to have someone try to read it and see if they can understand.
Lucian just walks up and just looks at it for like half a second and just walks away.
Lucian, you're able to read it.
Huh? What?
Lucian, you know Elvish.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I have a second language.
Yes.
No, you know what? Now he walks past it, expecting he can't read it, and like stops and goes back.
Okay. Yes, so Lucian, it is just elven numbers scrawled into this. There's no name or phrase or warning attached to this plaque. It just says 1453 to 1461.
I will relay that to those who can't hear that or can't read that.
It was a child?
Okay. Can we see if the other two have plaques?
Very quickly, are we okay with light in here?
Yes.
Zasha, can you make us some light?
Sure thing.
We're adding a little create bonfire.
Yep.
Hold on, that's not the actual radius.
Oh!
There you go.
Thank you.
You guys should have light now. So as you light up this room, you notice it's not even as more colorful than it was for those of you who had dark vision. It's a very somber room as it gets lit up. And as you're looking around for other plaques, the other two coffins seem to have no markings on it.
Well, I will go ahead and squat down to the side of the room here, like, sit cross-legged, and start ritual casting and detect magic again.
Alright. What's the radius for that again? I'll give you a little aura again.
30 feet.
Alright. Distance, 30 feet.
And it takes a couple minutes, so it'd probably give time for people to, like, look at things.
Just trying to adjust the opacity. Alright. That's not up just yet. It takes 10 minutes to ritual cast. So, you guys walk around. Would any of you like to investigate the room? Check for traps? Check for items inside the sarcophagi? Are you gonna go grave robbing?
I would caution against touching the sarcophagi personally, but I would like to sit down and really just try to rack my brain and connect any pieces. I want to think about those years and that length of years, just because this whole thing seems so personally connected to me. I'm trying to figure out, because we saw me and my father in here, but I also saw a young child, in my own vision, but I'm looking at the backstory here, but I'm not aware immediately of any connections, so I wanna see if I can knit any of this together. So I'm not sure if that's a check or anything, but
Yeah, roll me a history check. For
anyone got guidance?
I do. I'll cast
Amazing.
guidance.
Yeah, this is not a good one for your boy. Oh fuck! Come on.
With a
I
5,
nat 20 the jump.
you did nat 20 the jump. With a 5, you're not entirely sure of any significant historical events that happened in between 1453 and 1461. The only things you can think of are like maybe there was war. You don't really know.
What year are we in now?
You are in 1762.
Oh, this is old as hell. Okay.
Oh yes.
I was like, oh, do I have a lost sibling or some shit? No. All right. Good. Oh boy. Well, I suppose let's wait for this cast to be done, but I'd like to keep going once that is once that's resolved. Before I
Get any significant events in Elven history about 300 years ago?
You could roll a history
These
check if
people
you
may
like.
have been-
Would Zasha have any history on that with her background?
You might not be as familiar with Elvish history or history in
I've-
general, Zasha.
There.
I don't know a whole lot either. I
actually wouldn't mind jumping in on that too, just like in the background while I'm doing my thing.
All right, y'all can ponder the dates.
Yeah, there's no permission to lore dump granted to the DM.
Permission to lord them.
That's not good.
Oh,
Oops.
Nicholas.
Anytime I move the mouse, it rolls.
Lucian, would you like to be in on this lore dump?
Only because I kind of want to outroll them.
Holy shit!
One
Oh my
goddamn,
God.
you did.
-1.
So, Lucian, you just kind of sit there, kind of tapping your foot, waiting for Amraphel to finish up his cast. And you're seeing your friends, or colleagues, whatever you think they are, pondering over the text that you read to them. And you're just sitting there going, it's so, stupid, nothing really significant happened. The best thing that happened, I guess, was, or not the best thing, the thing that sticks out to you that happened, that's relevant to you, is that the Stormspire Tower that you guys are residing at was built somewhere around that time.
Huh.
But otherwise, there's no other events that seem significant enough to be related to whatever this plaque is referencing.
I'm not sure how I want to sarcastically articulate that, but it's going to be very matter of fact, I don't know what you guys are still thinking about, nothing happened then besides, just a tower. Just the tower was built, that's it.
Or alternatively, that's very relevant. So,
Lucian also doesn't know why he knows that.
We'll say you just there's a plaque somewhere in Stormspire that says built established in something something something, and you just
Perfect.
glance at it randomly, and somehow that's stuck in the back of your mind.
It's on the front door, guys.
entirely canonical that I never would have noticed. So this all tracks.
All right. It
No,
has been
what's
manifested
even- what
that
would
there's
be
a
even
plaque
better
on
if
the
it
front
was-
door.
Right inside the bar, like right over the door on the way out.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Like, I've passed this so many times. Like, it's 4 digits.
All you
It's
had to
4
do was
digits.
look up.
All right. And Amraphel, your spell does pop off. And you don't... Nothing pings in this room is magical to you. However, you are getting a sense of enchantment magic through the next door.
All right, I'll stand up and kind of brush some of the chalk off me and, glance around at things and then just point at the next hallway. Next room.
Okay, here we go.
Zasha snaps her fingers and stops with the bonfire.
The music had a very good moment for me.
All right. You open the door.
Open the door.
Right. In the next room, even colder than the last, is surprisingly well lit. Although no fire comes from the sconces themselves, you see small balls of light, blue and gold, flit about the room with no discernible pattern. Despite the chill, you feel almost a calming sensation wash over you as you step through the threshold. Another sarcophagus lays before you with more elven script carved into the plaque. And Amraphel, you're getting a ping straight ahead of Lythra of enchantment magic.
I'll mumble, or not mumble, but I'll slightly call up to them. It's straight through.
Step forward, and then I step to the side and motion for Lucian to please read the plaque.
I'll be reading aloud whatever is on it. Whatever you say, I'm just relaying out loud.
Yeah. The elven script is not a date like the previous plaque, but is instead a simple phrase, melodies of melancholy.
It takes him a few seconds to get melancholy out. Found out.
Amraphel, you notice that the magic that you're sensing is within the sarcophagus.
All right.
Oh, and also, as you guys enter, you do notice that there is a lever in the back of the room.
Zasha, Scoochies?
Oh, sure. Sorry about that.
Very narrow halls. Is the light disorienting to anybody? Like, I can turn it off if it's too much.
No, I love it.
Alright, perfect.
I'm going to take a closer look at the sarcophagus.
Like, on the outside of the sarcophagus?
Yeah.
What are you looking for specifically?
If it opens, if there's a handle, if it's obvious that is meant to be opened, or if it is sealed.
Oh, yeah, you see, you know how coffins usually have those handles for people to carry the coffin around?
Yeah.
There's kind of that on the top part of the sarcophagus. And you notice that there is a lip, so it seems like there's a lid that you can slide off. However, as you touch it, it does seem a little bit heavy.
Whatever's magic is inside, does anyone care about opening a sarcophagus?
I'll look for traps first, I guess.
Whatever this is,
It seems
it's clearly important.
like they'd protect it well.
roll me a perception check. Sorry, it was supposed to be perception back there with the other trap. And for some reason, my head went to investigation, and that was just my bad. With a 15, you don't really notice any traps.
Apparently not as well guarded as I thought. Well, I think it's safe to try to open it, unless it's enchanted shut. But I
Well,
wouldn't know.
the enchantment is inside. What do we do first? The lever or the lid?
I feel like the lever is what makes sense.
Alright. Lythra, would you like to pull it?
I look
Yes.
around the room first before. Wait. Anything that looks like it'll come out of the walls?
I'll let your
black
15
dots.
perception. There's so many holes in the wall. No, I'm kidding. No, there doesn't seem to be
All right.
anything obviously trap-worthy.
Okay. Perhaps
Pull
I'm
the
wrong.
lever, Lythra.
I'm hitting the lever.
As you pull the lever, you hear a kerchunk, and you wait for a moment, see if anything happens in the room. And far off in another room, it doesn't seem to be the room adjacent to you, you hear a loud crashing noise.
Somewhere, a heavy door opened.
Oh,
Uh,
hopefully that wasn't the raccoons.
Oh my god, don't say that.
I really hope not.
Alright,
well, we're gonna
Can
have to
we-
see what that is eventually, but
let's do a team lift on this.
yep. I'm going to one end.
Alright. Y'all can roll me a group athletics check to lift the lid.
Right. Whee.
Oh, y'all are consistent.
Nice.
Nyssara, you start to lift, and it's really heavy, and you see everyone else is kind of lifting it already, so you just kind of let go and just let them do it. You guys successfully lift off the lid of the sarcophagus. Inside, there is no body, but you see two items. You see a small rod and a book.
Is there a body?
I said there is no body.
Oh, okay. Are either and or both magical?
They are both glowing magical.
Cool. I will kind of lean forward and kind of fluff my hands around the air in the inside, just trying to figure out if there's any weird shit going on.
Roll me an Arcana check.
So happy to. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you don't notice anything weird.
Alright. I will gently pick up the book and the scepter rod.
It is a very small rod. You pick up the rod. It seems to be silver in material. And as you investigate the rod, you see that there's a button that you can press. And as that is pressed, a small needle comes out at the other side. But as you look at the needle looks a little dull. And the book itself, do you open the book?
Yeah.
You see that inside this book is crudely written sheet music. and you have gotten, I will put in your inventory the needle stick is the item, and the Melodies of Melancholy is the name of the book.
Melodies of Melancholy. I'll go ahead and zip open my bag of holding and toss them in.
Why would they put a book in a tomb?
I'm not sure.
Makes no sense.
That's it?
They're both magic. I can't identify them for a little.
Oh, wrong way. I'm
Unless
so curious what's in these other ones now.
unless people want to wait or, want me to burn some energy on it, but that would probably drain me.
We still
No.
haven't gotten the crystals we came for.
That's what I'm thinking.
As you stow away the two items, the room starts to warm up again, and the lights disappear.
What happens to the lights?
They disappear.
I hope that doesn't affect anything else. Alright, back out.
What if
lickety
we hold
split.
them? I want to see what happens. Take them back out.
I'll reach in and snag them out and pass them to Lythra. God!
Is the light back on now that they're out of the bag?
The
Yes.
light looks like it's back on.
Yes, they are back on.
Okay. Let me hold them.
We'll probably need
I'll stow my sword in my back and hold them both.
All yours?
I want to go back into the previous room with them.
Lythra, as you are holding on to the book and the needle stick, and you're walking back into the other room, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you've prayed to the one that gave you power?
Oh. Despite... it's been a while. It's been a while. She, it was always with a reluctance and desperation that she made her first plea to whatever this is, and she's remained reluctant. She's not a very faithful person, despite what everything would suggest, so I would say that she's been very lax in that and probably doesn't want to think about it too hard.
Alright. As you hold these two items in your hand, you feel a wave of emotions kind of rush over you. As you look at the needle stick, you feel a bubbling of rage coming up. But as you look at the book, there's almost a profound sadness that washes over you. And both seem to be both magical. They both seem to be trying to connect with you.
Now, I guess I have two different approaches here. From a mechanical angle, are these do I know whether these are like attunable items or anything like that? I assume I don't.
You would not know at this moment.
Okay. Now, from a more fun flower angle, if I am feeling this pull, can I let them in?
It feels like if you are a door, that these two forces are trying to cram their way through at the same time and are having trouble connecting with you.
Glancing around, she was looking real hard at the needle stick, but just looking back, she's gonna look at the book, and especially just kind of feeling after basking in the light that previous room, or maybe in the current room as well, she's gonna focus on the book and try to push the rage to the side for the moment.
All right. As you push away the feeling of the needle stick, you feel as if that stick is burning your hand. Maybe it causes you to drop it, maybe you hold on to it harder. But as you let this book in, the sadness washes over you and then is replaced with a calm feeling that you haven't felt in a long while. And you feel a little more powerful. I guess, like, as you connect with it, you feel as if this would grant a bonus to your paladin abilities.
All right.
But that is all you feel from it so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna like fasten it to my side. The calm. I think the calm is intoxicating. I know she's missed that feeling as much as some of the comforts and joys of her life in the Spire do bring sprigs of joy. Life has not been easy, and I think that that feeling is sorely needed. So I'll have to unpack a lot of that later, but for now, that connection, I'm getting positive reinforcement from that. I'm like, all right, this book, I'm gonna bind this to myself. I think I probably have like some rope even. I'm just gonna tie it to my side.
All right. I have put the Melodies of Melancholy into your inventory.
Okay.
As for the needle stick, it is getting unbearably hot in your hand.
I want to look at it real hard and even just like whisper under my breath, like, let me find the balance. I almost took you. Rage is a tool. And I want to hold on and like ride with the pain as much as I can, especially because can I tell if it is like physically searing my hands or if this is more of a ganja bar situation and like I'm just feeling the pain?
You don't see any like blistering occurring on your hand, but it does feel like you're holding, the base of a hot kettle, basically. But as you are you whispering this to it? Like you're saying it out loud, or are you thinking it?
I'm saying it under my breath. Yeah.
As you try to calm this item, you feel the heat rise up to almost a point where you'd let go, and then the heat subsides. And I will move Needlestick into your inventory.
Hell yeah. All right.
So what you have is a spellcasting focus with the book.
Mm-hmm.
It'll give you a +1 bonus to your spell attack and save DCs. And when you use it to cast a spell, you hear a sweet melody. And that's all you got right now.
I'm loving the melody. I'm keeping that on me.
Y'all are amazing. All right. The rest of you, are you standing witnessing what Lythra's doing? Are you investigating other parts of the rooms?
I wanted to take a peek in these other sarcophagi, see if maybe there's a crystal.
All right. Roll me an athletics check for moving the heavy sarcophagus lids.
God damn it.
I mean...
Hey! 17.
Wow. Through the power of loot goblins. No, I'm kidding. Which one do you open first?
The one in the middle.
Oh. As you slide the one in the middle open, you see a not really well decorated urn and a small teddy bear leaning against the urn.
Oh. Oh dear. No crystals here. And then I will
Close that one real quick.
Yep. Well, hopefully the other two aren't. Also, what's the word?
Children? And Zasha just kind of walks out of the room.
I was thinking more ash, but children it would be also preferable.
Okay. As you open the other two sarcophagi, they are empty.
Huh. Oop. Maybe all that's left is just the ash. Of all of them. And then I will exit the room after closing them back up, because be respectful.
I'll tap Lythra on the arm as she's standing there. You okay?
And yeah, she had just been, after doing that, just kind of leaning against the pillar for a moment. But yeah, I think she's gonna, upon hearing and feeling Amraphel, she's gonna kind of shake her head, and she'll look at you and say, yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Please don't get possessed.
I promise you I'm far from possessed. I think that was good. I think that was good for me. Whatever this is, it means something, but it's not a dark presence.
Okay, good.
I promise.
Well, let's chase that ghost.
Indeed.
And Zasha tosses a little bug to her spider friend as she walks by.
Thank you!
Lythra, as you leave this section of the crypt, you hear another whisper, and it just says,
Thank you.
And very, very softly, I'll say, "You're welcome."
all right. Where to next, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, are there any changes?
Oh, absolutely none. You do hear some clanging from behind this door. Like, very hurried clanging.
Oh, motherfucker, I knew you were in there. I'm up here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear.
I'm opening the door.
Alright. Open that door.
Stand back with my bow drawn.
It appears we're crashing the room.
Alright, hold on one second. As you enter this room, the smell of rot hits your nose as the door creaks open, and it alerts those inside. You see 2 ash zombies basically taking these pieces of parchment and ripping them to shreds as this spirit up here, holding a sack and throwing green gems within it, goes, "You need to shred all the evidence! If Master finds out, we're in trouble! No!" And he sees you and runs out this door.
Son of a bitch!
Wait, need to shred
Also, what did he say?
Yeah, you echoed a little.
You need to throw out all of the evidence, or destroy all of the evidence. If Master finds out, we're gonna be in trouble.
Oh my god.
And these 2 guys turn to you and snarl, but they don't try to attack you.
Okay, real shit. Ignore them. Ignore them and run.
They continue ripping the paper.
So curious what they're destroying, though.
Yeah. I mean, we can deliberate for a second. Do we do that, or do we try to get to the source?
I would probably prefer we preserve at least some of the finger quotes evidence.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay.
Especially since these can
Now let's
come up
kill
on
them.
our rear if we don't deal with them now.
I thought you said bees, and that's real. But yeah, let's kill these things.
All right. You guys can roll for initiative.
Bees.
But you
I was
guys will
gonna
get a
do that.
surprise round because they're just doing their thing.
Trying to make us feel bad.
Now, before I go into this, Ash, am I able to equip this little special book that I got, or do I need to wait later to do that?
It doesn't require attunement, so it is
Let's
fine.
fucking go.
I don't know if it'll auto add to your thing.
Okay.
This is something I made myself.
That's more fun. I don't know how to equip though, so ha.
Oh, hey.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner.
Well, howdy.
I unfortunately am
Let's play
deleting
fine.
these little fucking dudes so that way you guys can see. Oh yeah, let me change the music back to the fighting music. I switched it for a hot second just to fake y'all out.
Oops,
Alright.
Ignore that.
Amraphel. You guys discuss amongst yourselves that you should secure some of that evidence. And these zombies are not paying attention to you. What do you do?
Well, first, I unpause the game.
Oh. Yep. That's something I should do.
1, 2. Alright. 1 zombie, 2 zombie. 3, 4. 1 zombie. Let me take one more step. Can I see what they're both like? What are they both destroying?
They are just, piles of parchment paper. They're kind of like free floating. It's not like from books or anything. And I mean, from where you're at, you can't really read what's on it. It looks like it might be Elvish script. It also looks like it might be Abyssal script. You can't really tell. but there's some words written on all these papers, and they're just shredding them to bits as they go.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand on the papers I can see in front of the zombie to my left, and I'm gonna try to snag some and pull it back to me.
I guess roll a sleight of hand check to see if it notices the hand.
Sure. Sleight of hand or Arcana? Because it's a magic hand.
Alright, sure. You can do Arcana.
Yay!
That's
my boy.
decent
Oh no!
Alright.
I'm a genius. Oh no.
Your hand goes to grab, or like, not your hand, but, you know, the mage hand goes to grab at the papers, and the zombie kind of swats it away without looking up, and then looks up to realize, like, wait, hold on a second. And then turns around to looks at you and just goes, "Argh!" And, he looks like he wants to fight.
Well, I will draw my mace and squareth up. And pass my turn.
Lucian, it's your turn.
Go get him, King.
Okay, no. 22. Alright. I'm on the wrong stuff.
Alright.
You say this is a surprise round?
Yes. So when it's their turn, they skip their turn.
Okay, I don't know if that meant anything for the attacking.
I'm Baldur's Gate pre-coded right now, so I don't know if it does anything for your fucking...
It probably doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, you hit it. You notice this thing is wearing no armor.
Zombie.
You slash, almost fully, like, cutting this thing in half at the waist. And as you're cutting into it, you notice instead of blood or guts falling out of it, it's just ash that starts to crumple. And it turns to look at you, paper still in hand, and just goes, "Arr."
Sorry, buddy.
I'll just shrug and end my turn.
Whoa.
Zasha, it's your turn.
With a snap of her thick fingers, she's gonna create bonfire over this fella. Here.
Oh no, not the evidence!
Yeah.
Fine. I'll create it here. So he's still in the area. And DC 13 saving throw. Or yeah, dexterity.
I mean, he's not in the bonfire. You'd
Oh.
have to
Why
place it
didn't it-
on
Why didn't it work? Hold on.
I don't think it snaps to half squares.
Oh, that's why. That should be good now.
Uh-oh.
I get where the square's supposed to be. At
Yes.
least. Dexterity saving throw. So many buttons to press. It rolls a 12. So it
Alright.
does fail. Give me that damage.
2 damage.
As the fire licks at the zombie, you notice that no part of it really kind of starts burning or bubbling or going up in flames. Just the ashes at his feet start to fall apart. But also, The documents on that side start catching fire.
Oh.
Just on that side, though.
Shit.
Anything else, Zasha?
Zasha starts panicking because she realizes that she's helping destroy the evidence, but she doesn't know what to do exactly.
She's gone rogue.
She thinks she's helping, but that ends her turn.
Oh. Lythra.
Oh dear. Well, ultimately, she's got one speed, and that speed is smash. Wink wink, I'm gonna go attack the one that has already been hurt. Let's see, how do I move? Yeah, like so. Okay, so here, I'm gonna wreck it.
You wreck
Let's see. Well, let's see about that. Yeah, no, I super do.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Roll that damage. Basically, at this point, part of its head starts to hang off. Maybe it's even like tilting sideways on its shoulder, and just ash is just spewing out of its neck as you sliced through it. It looks like it's about to crumble into pieces.
Making like sad little sounds too.
It just drops the papers down and just kind of crosses its arms and goes.
Oh, sorry, Chief. All right, well, that's my turn.
Nyssara.
You ran!
He's moving.
Sorry, I guess I was muted. I will move up and take a move so that I can take a shot at that near-death one.
Alright.
Where the fuck? My character should go every time. Alright. Please hit. 15 to hit.
That does hit.
Woo! 7 damage.
7 damage. It has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Please fail. I asked nicely. You have to fail now.
Well, charisma.
It rolls a 16, and it needed a 12, so this thing is still up at 1 HP.
I must have failed my charisma roll.
But you shot this in like the last sliver of its neck, and its head just kind of falls into its crossed arms, and the head just kind of looks up at you and goes.
Fair enough. Carry on, and I'll take a step back. And that's my turn.
Amraphel, it was your turn again.
Alright. In a slight panic, I'm gonna move over here and hop up on the table and attempt to put out the documents.
Good man.
I need opinions from the audience. What role would that be?
Hot take, it's usually just an action.
Oh, right, you do an action to put out the fire. Okay, yeah. So you start stomping out the documents.
And then I will brace myself to get one tapped by the zombie.
It's just a zombie, man.
And end my turn. Go ahead.
Lucian. This thing is holding its head in its hand and just kind of grumbling sadly at you guys.
Alright. This is probably unnecessary, but can I grab the head and turn around and throw it at the other one?
Yeah, you can!
You cut out.
Yes, you can. I guess roll me a sleight of hand check to get it out of the zombie's hands. Yeah, you got the head. It's not very dexterous. Roll like an improvised weapon check to toss the head.
How do?
I can tell you exactly how do. Give you 1 second. Improvised weapons. Similar to an actual weapon and can be treated as such. So I would probably treat this as I mean, there's not a throwable thing that is not piercing damage. But let's give it the same properties as a javelin. So just roll. Do you have like any dex-based weapon?
No.
Alright, so just roll 1d20 plus your dexterity, but not plus your proficiency unless you're proficient in improvised weapons.
Okay.
And the damage will be 1d6 plus your dexterity.
This is probably not how you do it. That is how you do it.
Yeah, you smack this thing in the back of the head with its friend's head.
Yeah, I go, can I borrow this and grab the head and throw it?
Alright, roll 1d6 plus your dexterity for damage. Yeah, it gives it a good old whack in the back of the head. And it just kind of rubs the back of its head and looks down as the head of this ash zombie falls into the fucking bonfire and crumples into dust. And this thing dies. There we go.
Alright,
And as it dies, a cloud of ash just, like, billows out from the body. It doesn't obscure vision or anything, it's just a big cloud of ash.
Alright, well, after doing that and exhaling absurd amounts of ash from that cloud, would that just for the would it have cost me any movement to have like pretty much put the sword away and thrown?
I think we agreed that switching that out is... I have it written down somewhere. Half movement.
Half movement speed?
Yes.
Alright, so I can go here. It'd be in potential sentinel range.
Nice.
With, I'm assuming, just a fist at this point.
For now, yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Zasha.
Seeing a head fly across the room, Zasha's concentration definitely breaks and kind of cancels that bonfire out. She is kind of perplexed at the moment.
Nice.
So breaking that concentration. She is going to she is probably not going to be very helpful, honestly, at this moment. So she's going to cast Guidance on Lythra.
Alright.
Sure.
I don't know if there's a guidance button.
Oh. I don't know why that happened. But yeah, that's her turn. My turn.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't know if there's guidance buttons, so we're just gonna do this little heart. You're not charmed. Actually, guidance to you.
Sweet.
Zasha, for future notice, guidance is just for ability checks.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, it's okay. If you want, you can change it up. Or you can keep it. Either or.
I'll keep it for now.
Okay. Anything else, Zasha?
That's it.
Lythra.
Alright. I'm gonna go kill the other one. Keeping it simple.
Nice.
Smack 'em.
Smack it. Yeah, that you guys are rolling great this evening.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Holy moly. Yeah, you slice into this thing. You hit its shoulder, and your blade goes down to its navel. And one part of its side is starting to kind of hang off and threatens to crack and crumble off of the body. It is still standing, but it is not looking great.
Stop destroying the docks, man. That's all I get.
It just throws its arms down and just kind of gestures to the documents and then gestures to the door that the spirit went through and just shrugs at you.
Yeah, you're doing what you gotta do, I guess. That's fair. Still gonna kill you, though.
It shrugs and nods.
Orders.
Nyssara, it's your turn.
Alright, I will walk up and shoot him.
Alright.
Again. Well, the other one. This time, I guess. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Roll a hit. Yeah, that hits. Give me that damage.
Back damage!
Nice.
Love that.
I gotta roll that Constitution saving throw. It's a lot harder this time because of your damage. And it fails.
Woo.
So it too crumples into an ash pile. Dead.
Wonderful.
And we are out of combat. These two ash zombies crumple to the ground, and the ash clouds that they produce start to settle down on top of them. Some of it covers the documents that they shredded, and then others, just falls all over the floor.
Alright, I'm gonna start gathering evidence.
Alright. Are you looking at it, or are you just grabbing it quickly?
I mean, he reads pretty quick. He'll probably skim as he goes.
You can't read it.
I'll glance at one page and then go, alright, and just continue gathering.
Okay.
Do I recognize the
I
language?
went.
Oh my god.
We all want to know.
Lucian, Nyssara, and Zasha can read parts of it. Some of the documents are in Abyssal, and some of the documents are in Elvish.
Huh.
And what they basically look like are receipts. Kind of written like alchemical components, something, 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 sold to Count, something, something, something. They're all, it's not very consistent with the name, so it's not like there's one person buying up a whole bunch of product. But you're gathering that these are receipts.
Interesting.
Is there anything else of notice in the room?
There are small tools on each of the tables that you guys are near. They seem to be like, I don't know the term for it, but like gem smithing, like something that like people that work with crystals would use to, like, you know, cut it down to size, create pretty shapes, etc. And there's dust, green dust that litters the table.
Oh,
Cocaine.
No.
do not sniff the gem dust.
I mean, you can snort the gem dust if you want to.
I highly recommend against it. It'd be more to you as a spell component anyway.
Do we want to go after whatever the hell that other thing was that ran away?
We should
Oh,
probably
that's my
continue.
priority. Yeah.
Yeah, most likely.
And I will have picked up the ones over here, and I can hand them off.
Alright, I'll snag those.
Just throw Dragon Spear Crypt Receipts in your inventory.
Alright. Dragon Spear, Crypt Receipts. And I'll just, like, glance around at the table and stuff, but get ready to move on.
Alright. Lucian, do you open the door?
Make sure everyone's ready and potentially in position, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Alright. You open the door to reveal the spirit. It has opened up.
I do?
Oh, well, you don't. But the rest of you see the
I do.
spirit in this very dark room. There is small candles lighting up just the teeniest bit of light from these statues on either side of this sarcophagus. The spirit has the sarcophagus opened up, and he just takes the sack of jewels, or like the green gems that you saw, and throws it into the sarcophagus, and you don't hear a thud right away. And as it starts to clamber also into the sarcophagus, it looks back and goes, "No! Go away!"
Oh, absolutely not. I'm taking off. I'm running towards him. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't trust him.
Alright, we will go into initiative order, just in case. But, you don't have to act aggressively if you don't want to. But also,
I
totally
am
act
not
aggressively
going
if
for
you want to.
pain. Yeah, I'm not going for pain, but I am making sure the motherfucker does not run away. Classic Lythra initiative. Very good.
Yeah.
Alright. We will just start with Lythra because that's that's who spoke first. But then we'll go in order from there. So Lythra, feel free to move forward. This thing is clambering
Okay.
into the sarcophagus. No! You need
Listen,
to
pal,
leave.
If you don't want this to get a lot worse for you and your master, you better stay here. We will not hurt you now, but I can't promise that if you keep going.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Yes. Ooh, and I can use that guidance. There we go.
Boom.
Jesus Christmas.
Yikes.
That was a 2!
It just kind of looks at you and goes, I don't know, I think I can take you in a fight. But also, let me go, I need to tell Master.
You and your master will not leave here if you keep doing this, and I'm gonna reach to see if I can grab onto his shitty little robe or something.
It cocks its head to its side when you say that. And I mean, you're able to grab him.
Mm-hmm.
I will, before you proceed with your interrogation, Lythra, I just want to go through everyone else. Lucian, what do you do? I know you can't see very well.
Sorry, I'm going to take at least a couple steps forward. Just real quick, Lythra started to grab him, right, at this point?
Lythra has basically grabbed this thing at its cloak as it cocked its head by the time you got up to it.
Okay, I'm gonna help with that and basically grab the rest of them and just kind of pin him to the ground. Make sure you're not going anywhere. Sort of like it's like you're not getting out of here.
That's not fair! And as you pin him down, you notice that your hand's touching the floor through the cloak. But you do have him pinned down to the ground.
He's not moving, he's not moving.
He said that's not fair.
Yeah.
I'll have his robot hand like start turning into a mace. Whatever one of the items, and it can be a lot less fair.
Alright, you could roll an intimidation check.
Where is it? Yeah, I don't have good charisma.
That riz. But you have good rolls so far. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, cool.
Your hand turns into a mace, and the spirit holds up its little skeletal hands and goes, Okay. We can put that away now. I don't get paid enough for this. In fact, I don't get paid at all.
He's just singing now.
I can't do the long, drawn-out ooh voices without you guys going, what did she say? So I'm dealing with what I got.
He's singing.
Ooh.
All
But
right.
yeah, he
Away
puts up
from
his
the
hands
sarcophagus, please.
in defeat. You let him go?
I'm gonna point away from the sarcophagus and like kind of between the two groups of us, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna let him go.
Okay. Just if my master asks, can you
He's
just
safe.
tell him that that he killed me? That you all killed me? Just tell him you
wait, where are you
guys
going?
killed me.
You are not leaving. I didn't say you could leave.
You pointed to the corner. I went into the corner.
I didn't want you to go to the corner. Get in between us.
Oh. My bad.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be that easy. Okay. What were your little sandy friends destroying in that previous room?
Can I bump in real quick?
Oh yeah, y'all
You
can.
can.
So those of you that are not in the room already, you guys can move in, and if you want to bump in, feel free.
I was gonna dash to the sarcophagus right away and try to look in and see if I can spot the jewels.
You see a long tunnel going down, but as a slope.
Well, I think the first thing we can ask, though, is who is your master? And why is he selling things? Well,
I'm gonna pull rope out of my bag and start tying it off while this goes on.
We don't necessarily sell everything. Just enough for protection. Yeah, we, are an alchemical manufacturer. It's a job that not a lot of people want for this type of gem. That's why Master made us. And then put us here, in this dirty crypt.
I bullshit check him.
Yeah, you can roll an insight check. He's still staring at Lucian's mace with his little skeletal hands up and just leaking words out of his mouth. So it seems like if he's lying, it's not intentional.
You're getting alchemical ingredients.
Yes.
Then what were you shredding?
Master doesn't want outsiders to know who gives protection. We give extra to the protectors. They're just nobles and lords. And Master said if the nobles and lords aren't the one coming in, we can't let other people know. That's all I know, though.
But who is your master?
He shakes his head at you.
You can't tell me or you won't tell me?
I think I left the kettle on. I need to, maybe go this way a little bit. Goodbye.
Lucian, the mace.
Zasha kind of runs after, and she's like, so if we're nobles, is that okay?
He turns around. Are you here to protect? Why did you
Yes.
kill my friends then?
They were shredding the evidence.
They
Yeah,
were
but-
destroying the receipts.
Stephen has been here for 60 years!
You should probably retire then.
I have heard that the standards for labor, the retiring age is typically around 60. So we did him a favor.
Ah, but the labor laws change for the undead, young lady. It's 160 years.
While
Oh,
this
My
is
mistake.
ongoing,
Yes.
I'm gonna finish tying off the rope
Alright.
and then hold on to it and hop over the wall, the edge of the sarcophagus, and start sliding down.
Alright. Amraphel disappears to you all.
Oh, shit.
Oh dear.
Oh, please tell Master you killed me.
Is he down
Ooh,
there?
Master's down there. Ooh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. You guys deal with this, and I'm gonna jump in after Amraphel.
Hey, what's this rope on the sarcophagus?
All right.
Oh my god.
So Lythra, you
Hey,
jump
then.
down. Who else jumps
Yeah.
Well,
down?
I hope you enjoy your early retirement. I don't know if your master's gonna survive whatever they decide to do to him down there.
He cocks his head at you. What do you mean?
They typically aren't great at asking questions. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Do you perhaps sell Vivianite around here?
He looks back at the sarcophagus and goes, "Yeah, I didn't know you guys were noble, so I threw it down into the main room."
The main room being the one that we were in before?
Oh, no, 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 no. And he points to the sarcophagus. That's the operations base.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I appreciate all of your help. And I would recommend that you probably get away from here as quickly as possible, if you value whatever your existence is.
Their afterlife.
I can't really, but thanks for your worries.
Well, at least you don't have to cut gems anymore.
I don't know about that. And he just kind of floats away. Stephen, what happened to you?
Alright, Zasha's gonna hop down.
Alright.
I will go
I'm
as well.
running out of space in this little alcove. This is like the intermediate area.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh.
Nyssara also hops down. Lucian, you're...
Lucian, this just goes, nobles, and hops in.
Alright. I think it's this one I want. Yeah, spooky music. Alright. As you guys move your way down the rope, the slope for this kind of chute isn't very sharp. So, you know, even if you guys were slipping a little, you didn't fall very quickly. And you guys all make it down safely. As you hit the bottom of the slope, you, one, see the sack of the little gems, and two, you see another staircase leading downward even further.
I'm gonna immediately grab the sack and throw it in my bag.
Alright. You have a sack of Vivianite.
How
Alright.
much Vivianite did we need to get? Because if we don't need to talk to the master, that might be ideal.
Can you climb back up this slope? I assume how steep is it?
I dropped a rope down.
Oh, true.
I mean, you guys can go back if you want.
But if you're all curious, it's all up to you.
Can somebody quiet take a peek, maybe?
Okay, I will sneak ahead.
Alright.
I will slither ahead.
I
Hopefully.
like, because I couldn't fit in the thing, I like to think that Lucian isn't down yet by the time they're figuring this out.
That's fine.
Blessing, please.
Guidance.
Alright, Nyssara, roll me a stealth check.
26.
God damn. Alright, so you start making your way down the staircase. And it seems to lead on forever. You start to lose sight of your friends and the lights that they're emitting. Some of them are emitting. And the staircase seems to keep going. You keep going?
Yeah.
As you proceed, you actually notice that the stonework seems to be pretty well preserved, very untouched by the elements. And slowly, You notice that the gray stone seems to warp as you take steps forward. They darken and then lighten again, and then darken. The stairs start to rise beneath your feet, creating just a simple corridor. You see, as you proceed forward, that the stone is shifting into a black obsidian, and the floor at your feet is an intricate black marble.
Whoop.
Silence greets you as you stand before a large door. And if you want to turn back, just let me know.
Yeah, this is where I drag everyone else forward.
Alright.
It's a very long hallway.
Alright.
Leading to a very large door that there's no chance of me opening without being noticed. Actually, before I turn back, I'll listen, see if I can hear anything. At the door.
Roll me a perception check for listening at the door.
Perception. 12.
You don't hear anything.
Okay, and that's curiosity satisfied, I work my way back and tell them it's a long hallway. Style changes drastically into black marble and obsidian. And then a large door that I can't open without being seen. But no traps.
Well, who wants to go back and who wants to go forward?
Can we, with all of them cleared out, do you think we can rest?
We can certainly try.
Well, there were a couple places that we haven't explored yet, I think.
Because I don't want to leave this unexplored, but I think a lot of us are pretty tired out, and if we can't get through this without a fight, then probably a little reckless to go in now. So what do you say we find a chamber, keep extra watch, and try to get some rest?
Alright, let's rest upstairs then.
You guys all head back upstairs. I'm just gonna swoop you all like that.
I will pull the rope up after us, but leave it tied.
I'll open this door I put here just so you guys can, go there when you're ready to go. Are you guys holding up in this room to rest?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Yeah, I think so.
There's some comfy sarcophagi to lay in.
Alright. Are you guys keeping watch during your long rest?
Yes.
Alright. I assume
Wait,
it's...
long rest or short rest?
Oh yeah, are you guys long resting or short resting? I assume it's long resting.
Oh, long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think most of us to get anything are gonna need a long rest.
Extra long rest.
Alright. So as you guys settle down for a long rest, you get out your sleeping bags. Some of you, maybe try to finagle a little area just for yourself, or just be around your friends. And Zasha and Amraphel, you guys are on first watch. Feel free to roll me perception checks.
Let's do it. Sorry, I'm trying to eat a muffin. A nice 10 p.m. muffin.
It's the best time for a muffin.
I would love it if we
Play
could
when
go a
silence you.
little bit longer, but it's totally fine if you guys can.
I can go longer.
Because you guys are almost at the end. With your perception checks, you guys do not see anything out of the ordinary. Zasha, your little buddies come to just check in on you. They cautiously open the door and just wave. And then indicate to you that they're going to go and sneak around and investigate the other areas.
And I tell them to be very careful and that I love them all very much. I give each of them a kiss on their foreheads.
They are very happy and chitter as they run away. Other than that, the watch goes undisturbed.
I'd love to ID things during that first watch if I can.
Oh, yeah.
What would you like to ID?
The book and the rod for sure. If Lythra is cool with that.
Oh, by all means. Though I do know what they do.
Yeah, I kind of just opened it up that you guys know what they do because of the magic stuff that went on with it. They are both spellcasting focuses for clerics and paladins specifically, and grant a +1 bonus to spell attack and spell save DCs.
Fucking fantastic. Also, ID the 3 potions we picked up.
Oh, right! Who has the potions? I think it's Nyssara.
Yeah, thank you. Nyssara has them.
Alright. We have a green potion, an opaque green potion, and an icy blue potion. How many
and
can
there's
you...
Clockwork amulet.
It's just 10 minutes per, so
Oh, okay, so you can do all of them.
many.
No, do not consume. Alright, so you first start with the green potion. You cast Identify, and... it is a potion of animal friendship.
Oh, neat.
The opaque green potion is a potion of lightning resistance. And the blue potion is a potion of fire resistance.
And can I have given this clockwork amulet to Amraphel to identify?
I believe that was already identified.
Was
Yeah,
it?
you know what it is because I identified it already.
Oh.
During the
I'm
short
sorry.
rest, you identified it.
Huh. Oh, it wasn't showing its fucking stuff before. Okay. I forgot.
During that watch, I'm also gonna snag the jeweler's tools from the other room.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was going for. Jeweler's tools. Yes, you can grab those.
He's gonna just... Is the ghost in there?
No.
Perfect. He's just gonna snag him and walk back to the other room.
Okay.
Mine...
Amraphel and Lythra, please roll me perception checks.
Nice, got it. Shit. Yeah. Did that not go?
No, it did not.
Okay. I rolled a 14.
Okay.
So that's 16.
Alright. Nothing eventful happens on your watch. Nyssara, you are the final watch of the long rest.
I guess technically I can participate in these since we're not in pitch black nothingness this time.
True, you can. Would you like to participate with Nyssara?
This is the last watch, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. So Lucian not being used to having to do this and having to wake up at a reasonable hour at his age is fucking miserable during this.
Fair enough.
Like, leaning against the wall.
I am very distracted by the tick-tock of the clockwork amulet.
Already?
And apparently Lucian's arm.
Alright. Nothing eventful happens during this long rest. And you
Thank
all
God.
successfully take a long rest.
Ooh.
Now get the fuck back in the tunnel.
Get the fuck back in that tunnel.
There's a long rest button on this sheet. There it is.
Yeah, feel free to line up at the end of that in the way that you guys want to march down the tunnel. Nyssara, what do you can't go through the wall, buddy.
Well, not with that attitude.
Oh, no.
Well, I could still see the other spot, so I was hoping it would just let me go through, but it does not.
Alright. So, you guys notice the same things that Nyssara notices as you guys are walking down. The stonework morphs into this black obsidian wall and black marble flooring. And there's a large door in front of you.
Charlie, make sure you hit long rest.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Oh yes, you guys should all be unharmed. Yeah.
We going in?
I guess so.
Alright, let's go.
Go.
Alright. Feel
Going
free to
in.
open the door. Alright. Inside, what you first notice is a magic circle with a telescope in the middle, which is a little odd given the fact that you are very deep underground. To your sides are two black marble statues of robed figures with scythes in their hands. A small hum can be heard from the pipes around you. At the far end of the room, there's a slab of marble. And atop you see a blue and gold orb, a pile of what seems to be coin, and some skeletons with some green gems sticking out of them.
Skeletons or skulls?
Skulls. Sorry. Skulls.
Could you throw that description in chat?
Sorry.
Well, now you guys are going to see that I wrote skeletons instead of skulls.
Yet no.
There's
Right.
no body in here.
Nobody, no.
Well, if
There was
nothing... I mean, we want to walk in? We want to look for traps or something? Or...
I mean, we should probably be cautious, but we can move in.
I agree.
Alright.
As you guys are moving, if any of you guys want to look around to see if there's anything suspicious around, feel free. Or if you want to interact with anything in the room, let me know.
Zasha's gonna look really closely at these statues, see if there's anything that, like, if they seem familiar, or, like, if they're just kind of regular statues.
Someone's
Roll
at it.
me a religion check.
Five.
5. It looks like the Grim Reaper.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Lucian, what are you doing?
Avoiding the magic circle and going to the table.
All right.
Uh-oh.
You stop right there. Well, actually, it's more of a just so I can talk to you about something.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach the table, you see the blue and gold orb start to shimmer as if it's reacting to your presence being near it.
I'm gonna take a step back to see what happens.
The shimmering stops.
Someone magic-y look at this fucking thing.
Currently, I'm inspecting the magic circle.
All right.
Back and wait.
But upon hearing that, I would probably break away and go see what Lucian's got.
Okay. So you're doing that. Lythra, what are you doing?
I wanted to go near the table as well, just in
Okay.
case there was any like reaction from the, the stuff that I got.
Oh
But
my
otherwise, I
god.
just kind of want to observe.
We can hold hands and look at the table together.
Nyssara,
Love is real.
are you investigating any parts of the room?
Nope. I'm standing back with arrow knocked, waiting for something to go wrong.
And Zasha, you are still investigating the statues, or do you turn your attention elsewhere?
I think I turned my attention to look at the telescope and the magic circle.
Roll me a nature check. You're not very well versed in like wizard magic circles, as you are not a wizard, but it looks like some of the depictions of this circle show the phases of the moon. Amraphel. The orb shimmers and shifts in reaction to your presence being near.
Yep. Hold on, I'm taking notes. Alright. Shining, shimmering,
Blended.
splendid. I'm going to inspectoroni it and, if I've seen anything like it before. Since I've seen some magic stuff.
Do you investigate it, or do you touch it?
I will not touch anything without first trying to figure out what the fuck it is.
Pick it.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Wow. Could be better, could be worse.
I don't think your thing
Oh.
is working.
My shit's disconnected. It was that, but I rolled a 9, so 14.
Alright. This orb seems to be a communication orb. Like, it is something that you've seen wizards use to speak with other wizards across the realm.
I'll kind of tap my finger to my face and think. Definitely communication. Seems like a two-way audio-visual communication device. And I will pull a ball out of my utility belt and twist it, and it'll light up with, like little lines across it, and I'll put it back in my pocket, and I'll burn a spell slot for detect magic because I don't want to wait 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. The telescope lights up. I need to look up schools of magic again.
Haha! Perish!
You're killing me. I'm trying to get through this really quickly. That telescope is conjuration.
Conjuration.
And the orb is, I think, enchantment, if not divination.
I will point at the telescope and say, that summons things.
Oh dear.
Oh, so I shouldn't look through it like I was about to.
I will say conjuration doesn't necessarily mean it just summons things. Conjuration involves the transportations of objects and creatures from one location to another.
Well, I was actually going to cut in and be like, it's not just creatures. It could be, spirits, items.
So it could be used for transport of Vivianite?
Could be.
And the orb thing's fine.
It's either enchantment or divination. I don't really know.
Well, I'm like, that's in character asking Amraphel.
Sorry.
I don't know if we should touch it. I don't necessarily know if I want the person on the other end to open up.
But, I can be here now.
Yeah, sure. Is there anything else magic?
Are there any identifying marks on the globe to see who it might be contacting?
You can go up to it.
Nope. I'm staying right here.
Alright. Well, Lucian and Amraphel, as you guys both join together at the table to investigate the contents of said slab of marble, the orb starts to respond even more to your presence. And you see the blue and gold of the orb fade, revealing a room inside. Inside this room, you see a lit fireplace, a large floor-to-ceiling bookshelf, and you see a man stepping towards the orb, curiously. And he steps in front of where the orb is kind of giving you this view, blocking your view from the rest of the room.
Did we get we did get a glimpse of him.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
And he he peers through the orb and goes,
What is this? Who are you? Where is Clive?
Man, I'm probably gonna pull a blanket out of my bag and throw it over the orb.
roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw? Alright, let's see. Oh, I'm really good at those. Hold on. Uh-oh.
So, you feel a rush of air come through the orb as this man lifts his palm up and the blanket flies off of him. And he just looks at you. I know you.
Do I know him?
Roll me a history check.
Sure. Ooh, I was gonna roll my die, but that won't do anything. History.
Alright. You recognize this man as one of the members of the council. This man is Amon al-Kursi, Archmagus of Necromancy, and a direct descendant of Merkel, the god of death. You also know that he is currently in exile that is confined somewhere in Anarok.
Just put my hands on my hip and say, shit.
Why is the brat of that man doing in my factory?
Why do you have a factory in our territory?
How else am I supposed to get my materials? They don't let me do anything here. Where is Clive? Where are my servants?
Likely partially or fully disintegrated.
And he puts his hand to his masked face. What are you here for?
Master Anansi knew there was a harvestable amount of Vivianite here and sent us to collect it.
He groans. He goes, of course. Oh my god, that bastard. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Take what I have. My servants will revive soon enough. And I can make plenty more of this where it comes from. But that fucker is dead meat. And he swipes his hand, across his face. Not at his face, but, in front of his face. And the orb turns back to that blue and gold swirl. And as it changes, you feel tremors beneath your feet. Pebbles from the ceiling start to crumble and fall, growing larger as the seconds tick by. And as you feel the tremors hit, a muffled voice is heard from inside each and every one of your pockets.
The fuck? Reach into my pocket.
I think I dropped my little touchstone thingy.
I'm actually gonna snag the rest of the shit off the table before I do that.
How hard is it gonna be to just, do a nice little sweep of all the money on the table?
Go ahead, sorry.
That will be accomplishable. Don't you worry.
Alright.
Nyssara, you said you pulled out your...
Zasha. Zasha pulls it
Zasha,
out.
sorry.
No, both of us had it, but yeah.
Anyways, all of you can. You pull out your telestone, and you hear Celeste's voice saying, "Please help us." And then there's static.
Whoa.
And then what?
There's static.
What was the word that she said?
Please help us.
Oh, Jesus.
And we are going to end tonight's sessions there.